Okay. All right, so the Internet of Things is very hot. Almost every company that I know is working on it, whether it is Microsoft or Cisco or Google, and almost every standard body that I know of is working on it. And you see the list here. And there is so much of repetition that at least 7 of them decided that it would be good if they just did the same thing, and they call themselves one M2M. One M2M has, let's see, Arab, ATIS, and I would not remember many of the acronyms, but ATIS looks like American Telecommunications something, CCSA, something with computers, and HC is European Telecommunications, CIA, Telecommunication of America, TTA is again something to do with America, and TTC. So everybody is involved, whether it is a carrier, equipment manufacturer, the network provider, network equipment manufacturer either. I mean, basically equipment manufacturer is people who are making lights, for example, Philips, or and anybody who is making anything. Let's say anything that you see here, everything is a thing, and everybody wants to be internet that thing. So projector, ceilings, walls, house, rooms, everything. Everybody is involved. There's a lot of activity. So why is the data link different for IoT than for computers? First reason is energy. And first reason is energy, because many of these little things may not have, they may be battery operated, and so they need to decrease energy by a factor of 1,000. Okay, and say energy per bit. They may not be sending too many bits either, but whatever bit they send, they want to have energy spent on sending that bit to be 1,000th of what it used to be. It has gone down a factor of 2 per year. So get to 1,000, it will take about 10 years. If anything goes down a factor of 2, traditionally, but we can't wait that long, right? Even wait for 10 years, we cannot. So either we wait for 10 years or design better protocols. So all the new protocols are coming up. Everybody is designing new protocols, and now you can distinguish them by the name Smart. So there is Bluetooth Smart, Zigbee Smart, Wi-Fi. Actually, they don't have Wi-Fi Smart, but that is coming up as well. Everybody is working on making it low energy. Messages are very small, and therefore the overheads have to be low. Computing, they can't compute too much, so you can't have very, very heavyweight protocols. You cannot have lots of CRCs, very complicated CRCs. Encryption, authentication, security, all of that, has to be very lightweight. And then quality of information, basically the information that we get has to be, now we used to talk about quality of experience, quality of quality of service, quality of experience. Now we are talking about quality of information. So if you get, let's say, temperature, then you have to figure out that this is a good value, how good it is, and things like that, because every thermostat here will measure it differently. So all of that has to be done. So let's talk about the energy. So everybody understands the difference between power and energy. Power is measured in watts, and energy is total, right? Power is per second something. So power is when you say this bulb is 100 watts. So it is taking 100 watts of, if you multiply by time, that much energy every second, right? So joules is what is used in energy, major energy in. And here we are talking about millijoules per megabyte. Okay? So 802.11b, which is 1999 time frame, used 36 millijoules per megabyte. The transmit power was 50 milliwatts, and the bit rate was 11. So if you divide 50 by 11, you get that rate. But actually, then it will be per megabit. 50 divided by 11, 50 divided by 11 would be 40 something divided by 8. Maybe it becomes like that. I haven't done the calculation. So maybe per megabyte. You have to convert that into megabyte and then get it there. But everybody understands the difference between little b and the big B, right? I mean, this is networking class. And so it has to be clear that the storage people measure it in bytes, networking people measure everything in bits. Okay? So whenever we talk about the rate, we have megabits. Whenever we talk about the storage of the size of the information, they are all megabytes. Nobody sends bits. And so we have multiple of factor of 8 right there. Second thing is mag numbers are also misleading because we always measure in powers of 10, they always measure in powers of 2. So when they say a kilobyte or megabyte, 2 raised to 10 or 2 raised to 20, something like that, okay? When we say megabyte, we mean 1,000 kilobytes. Each kilobyte is 1,000 bytes. And the letters are different too. So little k means 1,000, capital K means 1,024. But for n, there is no different letter. And so there's a lot of cheating and lying because even these guys, even though they're supposed to measure it in powers of 2s, when they're selling it to you, they come back to the lower value. So when you buy a disk, it will say 500 megabyte, and you put it onto the computer, it will say 479 megabyte. You know what happened? 400 gigabyte to 400, 300 some gigabyte, because they were selling you in powers of 10, and the computer really needs powers of 2s. Okay? Everything in the computer, all the page sizes, everything is in powers of 2s. So when you see a disk or a memory with 2 gigabyte, computer really wants 2 raised to 20 bytes. Right? But when they are selling it to you, even if 2 raised to 20, they will say it is 1.04 gigabyte, you know, something like that, okay? Because they just like bigger numbers. So, talking about the numbers. So basically, you can see the rates. We know all of these rates, and we know how much transmit power is there. And it's just the transmit power. So it doesn't really tell you the power is spent in the circuit itself. This is not the real circuit power, because electronic circuit will take a lot more to get this milliwatt out. This is coming out of the antenna. Right? So anyway, somebody measured the joules, and here are the numbers, and you can see they are going down. So 11 was 36, A, which happened after B, was 29, and then G, which happened much after A. Actually, I should probably change these lines, interchange these lines, so you know that they came in that order. 7.4 in G. Bluetooth started with 8, and now it has gone on much significantly. 15.3, which you haven't seen yet, it started with microwatts, and then it has 0.03 joules, millijoules per megabyte. You can see how the energy is going down. So the Bluetooth, which is original Bluetooth, used low power compared to any of these, Wi-Fi and other things, but still it was not low enough for our requirement. You see, 11 started with mostly powered by wall power, electrical power, right? Most of the devices, computer, access points, they're powered by the electrical power. So they're not battery operated that much. But Bluetooth devices are all battery operated, headset, or GPS, or whatever you have, they're all battery operated. So I started with very low energy, but not low enough.